my friends, Natasha with Natasha'ScrapbooKorner, and today I'm coming to you with a finished project. And this is a gift that goes to Neri, who is DC Scrap and Rooster here on YouTube. If you don't know Neri, you have been living under rock, like I do sometimes with some of the crafters. Hi there. If you haven't seen Neri's work, I will encourage you to do so, because she can do it all. She can do mixed media, she can work fabric and laces, she can do mixed media, she can do jewelry, and you name it. She is very knowledgeable. And on top of that, now that she moved, she lives in the area where she can get a hold of a lot of vintage linens and stuff, fabrics. So if you are one of those crafters that looking for supplies, like laces, doilies, linens, vintage, just regular fabrics, any other supplies, check her out as well, because she is doing lots of distashes lately with her craft supplies and etc., and everything is in a wonderful condition, because she's very precise person. And before she ships it to you, she washes everything, she irons everything. She's just that type of person who doesn't do just halfway job of what she's doing. All right, so I will pop the link below to Neri's channel, and you just scroll around and see which videos still have some lots, because when the items are sold, she is editing it in the title sold, so you don't need to stop by that video. All right, so just a little shout out to Neri. And I actually didn't share with you laces that I purchased from her lately. I will be doing that shortly. All right, so she has a daughter, Frankie, who has disabilities, and after they moved, Neri decided to decorate her room, and Frankie requested shabby chic banners. So any size, any color, anything you want. So even though challenge will be closing on February 14th, unless she will extend it, I will encourage you, if you are one of those wonderful shabby crafters, please give it a try, and contact Neri and send a little pendant for girls' room. That doesn't take much, really. All right, so let's get to it. I don't know if you can clearly see what's going on in here. I started with a small banner, and then suddenly it grew on me, which is very typical for my craft style, because I cannot stop unless my eyes are happy. And I will be including the speed up process video of this project, so you will be able to see all the layers and all the details that I put into this project. All right, so I just really briefly walk you through. So the base of this banner is felt self-adhesive sheet, which I adhere to. You will see this satin fabric, and on the back I adhere a bouncy sheet for just aroma you know, just for a little scent of freshness. Yeah, it does. It does smell. So that's that. And unfortunately I didn't have a little bit peaky corner in here, so it's a little bit loose, but which is okay. You will see that the layer on the felt was covered with a satin fabric, and then I layered this snip of inked by Tim Holtz inks fabric that I had lace. So there you see it on the background right there, the little blue. Then I so there is a little piece of sticking out in here. Neri, if you think they are not proper, because if you'll see in the video, they are kind of extension of the flower, and I didn't want to trim them. So but you can definitely trim them if you think it's a little bit odd or you're not happy. So you have scissors, girl. So after I secured this lacy inked fabric, I trimmed it all around with this beautiful trim that was in my personal stash. I have just a basket of very glamorous and beautiful trims, much more like complicated trims with a little beading or a little swirls. I'm not sure, it was probably one of the gifted or purchased online trims. I would refer you to any Miss Garden Grove one on Etsy and in here on YouTube, because that kind of product she carries in her store. Then I had flat back pearls, blue one, to cover the edge of that particular trim. So I edged it with the flat back pearls. NSK, which is Natasha'ScrapbooKorner on Zip It, that is my shop, carries a variety of flat back pearls. Unfortunately I didn't have blue one. So I went and got into my personal stash, which is great to have just in accidents like that. The next layer was another banner. Was the first banner that I cut out, and it was the same felt satin, white satin fabric, and then you will see me adding this vintagey applique, and this is again from my stash, from my personal stash. Although again I can refer you to NSK, we have similar fabrics in different colors, in appliques and embroidery, so please check it out. The next I layered this Venice trim. It's almost like a heart shape. This is an Escape product. I'm not sure if we have that in this particular color. We have in metallic gold, which is absolutely gorgeous. That I can give you for sure, but please check it out. Then I had this dangle trim. I think this particular trim we purchased, we probably purchased it while shopping with at Hobby Lobby and clearance section while shopping with Louisa and Janet. I would think so, unless I purchase it online, which I cannot refer because this basket is holy grail, and I very rarely, on very special occasion like this, get into that. All right, so let's finish with the top. You will see me lamenting over the colors of floral of the flower trim. Um, and originally I thought that the blouse that Frankie is wearing was kind of orangey coral pink, but when I printed it out and I did a digital collage on her picture, I'll get to it later in a minute, I came down that it's more pinky peach than coral. So that orangey trim that I was trying at first, you'll see me, didn't go. So I went with that flat rosette trim. We have similar but larger at NSK, very similar flat. So do not be thrown by the simplicity of such trims. You see how sometimes less thickness and fluffiness can work even in your favor. So check those out as well. And I put the flat back pearls, and NSK carries loads of flat back embellishments, bows and pearls, rhinestone buttons, and etc. So check those out. So coming down, probably need to stop by the tails. This particular piece, everybody gonna ask me, but this been purchased 4 or 5 years ago at Walmart, and it's one of the crochet threads for scarves and etc. So I picked up several colors, I think white and pink. I wasn't sure if I had gray or black. I thought I did, but I don't see it, so I guess this. So I really love the pom-poms. Those are kind of girly things, and pink is always cool, and it goes in the girls' room, which is I think it's perfect, absolutely perfect fit. And you see me using seam binding. You can find different ones again at NSK. So literally NSK has it all, laces, trims, so you just check it out. On the Frankie's picture itself, I did a digital collage, and I will show you, I will insert the picture right now of Frankie original picture, and after I've finished with the digital collage, just right now. I printed out this enhanced image. I think it was 3x4 through the Word document print, and I used the stickles to accent the flowers. Should I probably zoom in, not out, in, sorry. Then I used the self-adhesive recollection crocheted frame, actually you can use this rosette trim. NSK carries that one, you can do it with your glue. You just go around and adhere the rosette trim. We have it in gray, I think, and in white. Then I just snipped the outer edge of one of the medium-sized doily, the color was perfect match, so I just framed it and secured that picture frame on the banner. All right. Then I moved in on the bottom. this particular lace right here, the one that I covered, unfortunately, I used this. Uh, there was a part on the side, and it had this flower in center and this pendant, and I thought it would be just perfect. As you see, it is perfect for the end and bottom of the banner. It kind of see-through, but it connects top and bottom parts of the project, and it brings the consistency to your project. So now I needed to figure out what am I gonna do. As of after attaching, I had a little bit of space left in between the picture frame and the ending here of the banner. And as you will see, I came up with a solution. This is just newly arrived embellishment. It says love, and it has rhinestones, and it has this turquoise rhinestone, it has blue one, and it has crystal clear rhinestones. So this is kind of actually calls for this project, because all these colors in some shade or form exist on this project. Then I dug out my hoard vault of junk jewelry, and you see this heart missing several rhinestones, so which is make it even more, I think, beautiful, because it's not perfect. And what I basically did, I was thinking to link it on the jump rings, but then I wanted it to be moving in somewhat, and if girls want to disassemble it, they will be able. So you will see me, I had a snippet of the clasp chain, which I looped around the letters here and dangle it off of this metal piece. And not to glue this metal chain, what I did, I took out the piece of the Venice lace heart, which is coming from this particular lace. I was trying to show it to you. I don't know how much attention you were paying to this. So this particular lace, you see, if you will cut this element, it looks like heart. I use that element in here, and I adhered only the edges of this applique here, so the chain moves around, so they will be able to fish out the clasp and unhook it if they want. And then I had this cheapy crowns that I picked up at the dollar store. It's not Dollar Tree, but it's one of those party stores. I picked up the bag a while ago, and I thought this is a perfect fit for this project. So there it is, and there is nothing on the bottom. I was thinking to do like a trailing tail, but I thought it's gonna be taken away from this element, which came out really stunning, and it's gonna be taken away from Frankie's picture here. So here again, there is, oops, zoom out now, so it's just a little bit technical difficulties here. So there you go. I named it several items at oh, I forgot to mention this part was empty, so it was finished with a frame, and I had this snippet of the flower from this piece now on that side. So I cut out different, cut out one flower, then these two flowers and couple leaves, and rearrange them on the bottom of the frame, and it finished it because I was getting ready to get into my fabric flowers, but my brain was saying they are too heavy for this elegant piece, because the minute you're gonna put larger pieces, they're gonna overwhelm the whole project. So that was the thinking behind all my, you know, thoughts and how I came up with this layout and why. So if you have any questions, please ask in the comments below. Otherwise, stay tuned for the pictures and the process video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.